Why don't you come on up here and get a plushie?
No, did one of the last ones. I told him a secret.
Okay.
Hi. I know you can't tell us much details about the upcoming movie, but I would like to ask, what would you, as a fan or fans, be, or what would you like to see in this movie as a fan? And also, what would be your favorite episode of the whole Robotech series?
Okay. What would we like to see in the live-action movie as a fan? That we cannot discuss, and I'll explain why. The reason why we can't discuss that is, if we were to say, I like to see blank in the live-action Robotech movie, it would be tweeted out, today at San Diego Comic-Con, Kevin McKeever said that blank will be in the live-action movie, and then I will have a whole bunch of Sony executives hopping mad at me, and I don't want that to happen, as you can imagine. So that's why I cannot speculate like that. But you're saying, what's my favorite episode of Robotech?
Yeah.
All right, and this is we're going to open up to the rest of the panel here. My favorite episode of Robotech is Reconstruction Blues, because it's a very quiet episode, and once again, showing how Robotech is a very groundbreaking show. It's very quiet. It's very, and I say this as a compliment. It's very dialogue driven, and also it's the first time where we've seen someone in an animated show drink alcohol. Watch it and tell me what you see. What's your favorite episode of Robotech?
Pass. No, that's a dreadful answer. But no, it's one of the ones where I clearly from the Macro Saga, it's the beginning of the show that really makes it for me. I think it's anything from the first three, really. It's kind of the feeling your way into the franchise, especially as someone coming to it fresh, sort of picks up that idea of, no, this is something different. It's that, at the time, watching other 80s cartoons, it stands apart from it. It's that feeling, you realize by the third episode, oh, this is serialized. This is something with real weight, with real affect. These are human characters in a situation that anything else would be wrapped up. The toys will be on the shelves the next week, you're just bashing them together in different combinations. But Robotech has that drive to it, that emotional engagement. I think as well, anything where you have the death of a character in a show for kids or something, and it's all about that final impact for me. So I think, especially as someone in editorial who's building stories where it's sweeping arcs, it's 15 issues at a time, it's 30 issues at a time, it's that kind of thing. It's when you see the shape of that arc. So for me, it's less about individual episodes, and it's more about the fact that this is something that cares about its continuity, that cares about its characters and how they change from episode to episode and grow as people. So it's the sweep of the thing that makes Robotech special for me.
That's a good answer.
Booby Trap is a real close one for me. That is like a kitchen sink episode because everything happens right out of the gate. But I think one that was very special to me is the episode Eulogy. This is when this is like an episode in which Jonathan Wolfe goes through the trials of redemption, and I think that kind of character development does it for me. So I would say Eulogy.
Booby Trap. Enough said. Booby Trap because it has the word booby. And it's bitchin'. I just couldn't say that. I could. I have a card that says I can say that stuff. No, it's an awesome episode. In all seriousness, it is my favorite episode.
Mine will be in print, early March, on paper.
Next question.
Are there any plans to reprinting Robotech the graphic novel or expanding on that storyline?
We will be reprinting a lot of the old graphic novel material. So what do you want to see first?
Yes. The graphic novel first.
Yeah. The what one?
The old graphic novel.
Yeah, which one would you like to see first? There's a lot of material out there.
In the storyline?
Yeah.
Well, I liked the whole thing. It was one single book back in 86.
There was a book actually called Robotech, the graphic novel.
Yeah. The graphic novel, not the Ranger graphic novel. You want to see that first?
A reprint would be nice, yeah. My old copy is utterly destroyed.
So you'll need at least 2.
Yep, come on. Next question, please.
Hi, it's a two-part question. I know we got the movie coming out, we got a lot of new stuff coming out, but how about the video game franchise? Are we going to accept any new video games or maybe a remastered HD Battlefront video game?
You know, with all that's been going on in the Robotech franchise, we have like 5 proposals for video game companies. Sony has a huge say, as you can imagine, because Sony has a huge say on about what's going to happen with video games. That's all we can say at the moment. We want to have a good video game, not just any Robotech video game.
We don't want that crap one from last time. You guys know what it is. We don't want that.
Come on up, come on up. All right, next question, sir.
First of all, I want to thank you guys. 30 years ago, you inspired me to find my own adventures and be my own Rick Hunter. So I joined the Navy, and I'm about to retire in about 3 more years.
Thank you.
So that being said, this is more for Billy than anything else.
Okay.
Can you ever see a reboot or rebirth of the failed Sentinels franchise?
I can see anything.
Is that a possibility?
Here's what I'll tell you. I've talked to a lot of people. I've had great meetings with lots of people about lots of things that I can't tell you about. Seriously. We've had people in our offices that you would absolutely flip out if you knew who we had in our offices. I can't tell you anything, but I can tell you that anything is possible.
I can accept that.
Sir, to thank you for your service to our country, we're going to give you a Robotech skate deck in Crackle Orange.
I'm pretty jealous of that, I have to say right now.
Sir.
So I had a question for the Titan comics. Is it gonna like remake the OG like comic books like content, or is it gonna like kind of take a new spin on it?
So it's a 2 twin publishing programs essentially. So we're going to have reprints of the classic archive material, and there'll also be new stories essentially. But we're still working out exactly when and how they're going to fit with canon continuity. So that's something else we'd like to solicit your feedback on. I think the thing is, we don't want to mess with the classic iconography of the anime. It's so perfect as it is, the Robotech designs and everything like that. But we also don't really want to just retell existing episodes because you've got them. You've got them on DVD and you watch them and Crackle now. Yeah. They're at your fingertips whenever you have an internet connection. So we want to make sure that it's additive to the franchise and to the things that you love, and not just reconstituting something that you already have in form that you love.
Sir.
Evening. So this is kind of a question for like the plushies and the figures and the shirts and the sweatshirts. Are we going to get a little Ben Dixon love at all? Because we see red, we see blue, we see Soul Squadron, but we don't see Ben Dixon gold or.
Well, I'll speak on behalf of the apparel aspect of your question. We are, of course, open to everything. We have a lot of products already made that you guys haven't seen yet. We have whole lines of products literally made right now, sitting, just waiting to come out. But unfortunately, we just can't make them all at once. It's, it could be unlimited. So to answer your question, yes and yes.
I have hope. Thank you.
There you go. Next question.
This question is also related to the apparel. I saw downstairs in your booth, you have that lovely Jabba the Hutt polo there. Do you have anything similar like that? Y'all are going to do for the Robotech? Have like a nice little
simplistic polos? Oh,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Just
like I said, so many products already in the pipeline. We just can't put them all out at once. I would really love to, and I can't wait to unleash them. I mean, I was excited just to release those 2 right now, and I still have the rest of the team coming.
How about like a lovely Hawaiian shirt like he's wearing?
We're open to anything. So, I mean, really, please, Gary G at 80s Tees. You guys can email me your ideas. Anything you'd like to see, please. I'd love to get fan requests. Definitely.
Thank you.
Of course.
See him eye that thing? He almost took it. I saw him. I saw him.
He's like, you can't steal that. You can't steal that.
Sir.
Hey guys. Several years ago, we got some new Robotech anime in the form of Shadow Chronicles. What is the status on Shadow Rising?
Shadow Rising is, we have to finalize some issues with Sony. Once they are done, we can then look at new animated Robotech projects. So, the Sony deal is enormous, folks. It is huge.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, every time, it's, guys, I can't begin to describe how big this deal is. So it just takes some time to iron out some other issues. And once those are ironed out, it's good. Folks, just a quick little note though. The vibe between Harmony Gold and Sony is very different than the previous studio. I'll just simply say that. We have a great relationship with Sony and the producers. So just stay tuned. Thank you for your patience. Come on up and get your prize.
I like your shirt.
Why, thank you.
Yes. Next question.
And my favorite episode is 86, Love Live Alive. And what I'm wondering is, when are we going to be seeing more Robotech? Now, you're saying streaming and everything, but what about like HD Blu-ray?
Billy, this is your area.
Okay, I'll speak to that. So Robotech is currently on 16 millimeter film. That's the original elements. The 16 millimeter film is in very poor condition. It is not in good condition at all. There's scratches, there's film dirt. It's pretty bad. It also has Japanese text all over it. So what you're looking at to do a real HD version is a film restoration project, not just a conversion, not just let's put it in the box and throw it out. It would be very, 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 very laborious to do it, and very, very expensive. Very expensive. It's 85 episodes. The Blu-ray market is kind of like this right now, guys. You know that, right? That section's getting smaller and smaller and smaller as you go into your retail stores. That being said, we are exploring different ways to maybe make that happen. I can't promise anything, but we are exploring it. I'm an advocate for it. I think it needs to happen. So we're working on it, and as soon as I can tell you something, I will, but I will tell you the film's in really bad shape.
Next question, sir.
Hello, thank you for the good news, first of all. And I have a question. With the new comics or the new movies coming out, are you planning to do something or create a story for Roy? Because we know that everything goes around Rick Hunter, but what about Roy? How he get into that leadership position? How he got to being that icon at the very beginning of the story?
Those are all great stories that we're ready to touch on to. I mean, even last year when the Robotech Voltron graphic novel came out, we actually did some character study about that. And yeah, definitely let us know what kind of new stories you want to see, because this is a wonderful opportunity. We're going to have a lot of volume of stories come from Titan, and this is the chance for the fans to get involved, and we're going to steer it, you know, into directions that what fans want to see.
That means you can't blame that. That's why we're doing it that way.
Sir.
Hi, my original question was already answered. I was going to mention that my sons, they love the Battle Cry video game. We actually keep a PlayStation 2 in the house so they can keep on playing that game. But my new question is about, since we have all these wonderful action figures, are you guys going to create some of the bad guys, you know, set ready so we shoot them down or something?
How many of you want bad guys toys? We will let Kids Concepts know. Come on up. Yep. You want a Chiron? All right. Next question, please.
I want a Chiron. It could be awesome.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead, ask your question.
I was just wondering, which saga will the movie most take place on, or like focus on?
You mean which for the live action movie?
Yeah.
You want spoilers right now?
Yeah.
Oh God, guys, there are Sony executives watching us right now. We can't tell you yet. Just stay tuned, okay?
Okay.
All right. So here, while you're waiting, I'm gonna give you a Robotech calendar. How's that sound? Okay.
You can tick off the days until we announce it.
Sir.
Hi, how you doing? So the questions I was going to ask already got taken. It was revolving around the video game industry. So I'm just coming up here thinking of what I could think of, and the only one I could think of was, are you guys current with the Macross Delta and have any plans to integrate that into any stories that would lead up to Macross Delta?
Harmony Gold has no comment on the Macross derivatives at this time.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Sorry, dude.
Go on, Avi. Get your calendar, my friend. Here you go. Yes, sir.
I was wondering, are there any are you gonna do anything new with the book series? I kind of only dipped my toes into that a long time ago, so I want to know if they're coming back or if they're being updated or put online ebooks.
Tommy?
Right now, we've got every single one of those novels out in ebook form from Random House Del Rey. So you can get any single one of them now.
Excellent. Next question.
I was wondering, are the stories basically going to focus around the original characters that are in it, or are they going to come up with any new characters as the new books come out?
Oh, in terms of the comics? Well, I think what we're going to start with, fans have the characters that they love, and we're going to introduce stories with a frame of reference where everybody knows where in the universe it begins, but then we are ready to surprise fans. And then we want to have it go off in a direction to tell new stories, offer fans something new.
Run up and get your calendar. All right, next question. Great questions, folks.
Hi, my question was about the video game. The multiplayer was great because, well, with my brothers, we play competitive way. So I will try to invent another question. So if you already win a lot of I don't know how to say it, reputation in one stream that is not a lot too famous like Netflix or Crunchyroll, why do not try to put that anime in that streaming videos?
Your question is why are we not on Netflix? Is that basically your question?
Yes.
We got to deal with Crackle, that's why. And we like Crackle and Sony Pictures is doing the movie. So it's an awesome partnership.
And Crackle is free.
And you just download the app, and it's free.
Sir, your question.
Yes, since a lot of my questions got taken, I'll ask this.
Only once, but I was in prison. No, that's not the answer? Okay, never mind.
No, sorry.
Different panel, sorry.
Is there a current concept for a possible toy of the SDF-3?
Okay, let me ask you, this is a question for everyone. It's a great question, by the way. How many of you want an SDF-1 toy? How many would like to buy an SDF-2 toy? And how about an SDF-3 toy? All right, all three? How many want all three? Yeah! I will let Kits Concepts know. They've asked me to ask when fans say what they want. I pass along your stuff. You want a Tomahawk Destroid? Do you want the size of the Monster Destroid? Go big or go home? All right, sir, great question. You get the last plushie. The power of the plushies, ladies and gentlemen.
That sucks because that's actually the question I was about to ask.
It sucks because we're out of plushies. You can't give me anything.
Anyway, I just came up with another goal. How about I like chess, so any chances of doing a chess, Robotech chess set?
A chess set?
Yeah.
Maybe. Without revealing too much, there's other talks about other things that come in boxes like that.
Got it.
Right. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Sir.
Hi, I'm from China, and me and my friend grew up with Robotech, and we really want to know if you have any plan to publishing a new comic in China.
Tommy, I think this would be good.
Oh, new comics in China?
Yeah.
We have a lot of interest in that because there are obviously a lot of readers in China. We are working in a concerted effort to have Robotech comics reach around the world.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. We're hitting it really big this year, guys, just so you know. We're going all over the world.
Hi, my name's Alyssa, and I've grown up with Robotech since I was 5 years old with my father, who was a Marine. And as a young girl, watching Robotech, there wasn't a lot of, for me at least in the first series, a lot of strong female leads. And what there were did not get a lot of screen time. Would it be possible at all if maybe in the future there were more stronger leads like in the second series?
Can I answer that?
Yes, please, Billy, please.
Yes. I am committed to getting strong female leads and diversity into this franchise.
Hold it. Don't break.
You have got a handmade, color your own Robotech canvas. This is a one of a kind.
One of a kind.
Share it with your dad if you can.
Hi, my name is Joey, and
That's actually a one of a kind because it's actually different than the shipping version.
That was a good hit. Go ahead, your question is cool.
Totally beats the plushie.
Hi, my name is Joey. I own a little shop named Funny Business in I opened in '84, and Macross was the thing that kept me going for many years. The books that a lot of people I have them all in Japanese text. The books were called This Is Animation. They were number 3, 5, 11. Then they came out with the Gold Book. They came out with Perfect Macross. They came out with Mosquito. This Is Animation came out with Mosquito, Southern Cross, but they're all Japanese texts. The Blue and Red Book, yes. I forgot about those. These books I've had for years. I used to sell them in the shop. Everybody used to buy them, and people were always, I don't have them anymore. I mean, I have my own personal collection, okay? These are the books, Titan. Want to reprint something? Reprint these, because these people got, but they couldn't read them. Okay, they came out with Macross came out with mechanical drawings of the SDF-1. You know, the Destroyed Monster, Destroyed Tomahawk, the Phalanx. All of them were toys. They had Zetrani toys. Matchbox came out with I have those. So, but what I'm saying is, if you're going to do reprints, those are the books that you come out with. Perfect Memory. Perfect Memory was another one. But This Is Animation books are the ones, everybody got them, but nobody could read them. And they were in Japanese. When we got Macross back in '85, '86, we converted it over because we were doing Miyazaki's works and we were doing Robotech. And a lot of the stuff we were doing, we were getting friends to translate. That's the problem. They look at it's a cartoon. No, it was a beautiful cartoon. Robotech. I'm glad you guys are doing a movie finally after 30 years. So those are the books if you're going to reprint. If you can get a hold of those, they were called This Is Animation. There was 16 of them. All the anime came out.
I want to comment on that. I actually have every single one of those.
Okay.
And
you have the Gold Book?
The Gold Book?
Yes.
Oh, which one?
Oh, it's on now. It's on.
I'd like to add, we are not going to reprint those books. And the reason is they need to be in English.
Yes.
And one of the companies we've been working on for a long time, we didn't expect to make any comment about it because they're not done, is one of the best companies in terms of localizing Japanese art books into English out there is actually Udon Studios. And they specialize in Japanese pre-production books for games, the top anime out there, Street Fighter. And this is one of the largest projects that they've ever done. Because we're going through model sheets of the animated series, stuff that has never been published before, not in anything, on any side of the ocean right now. And we're working in concert with them to have an enormous 3-volume set to cover the 3 ranges of Robotech. And that is going to take a while, but once we're ready to have that, you guys are going to be pleased that you're going to have something that will have everything collected in one giant set, and it will be properly localized.
Now, are the comics going to come out like Macross, Mosquito, and Southern Cross, or are they going to come out in one flow?
Well, we're talking about different animals. You know, you're asking about art books, and at the same time, we're also going to have a lot of comics through our partners with Titan as well.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
My name is Lawrence Parra, and I guess I don't have to say my favorite characters are Max and Miria. Yeah! The thing is, I have a question on if you guys are going to make a live action, how are you guys going to address, of course, Miria, she infiltrates the ship, and that's a military problem. I mean, how is she going to be like trialed, or is she going to be executed? I mean, there's a, I mean, in a cartoon, I mean, she gets married right away, literally. But how is the live action movie going to address that issue if she's going to be in at all?
We have no comment at this time.
Well, I do have a.
Come on over to your calendar, sir.
I'm sorry?
We have no comment at this time.
Okay.
We can't talk about the details of the movie.
Yeah.
Because that.
Well, she is going to be in it, right?
We have no comment at this time.
Why do? Because I love her character.
We love the character too, but we can't comment on it.
We can't comment at this time. Come on, get your calendar, my friend.
All right. I guess.
Come on, yeah.
Hi, I would just like to request some Claudia merchandise on a t-shirt or a figure or a trading card or a variant comic book cover or anything. Because there's one little toy that came out of Japan of Claudia, and that's it. That's all, thank you.
Come up here for a second. You talked about quality merchandise, right? I want you to see something here since you asked that. I'm glad you asked this question. Do me a favor, hold that for a second. Talk to me here. Hold that.
Claudia, not quality.
Claudia? Oh, wait, okay.
I do love this.
I'll chase him.
I want a Claudia that's this.
I will pass it along to our toy license. How's that sound, okay? All right, excellent, my friend. Thank you. Claudia, and wait, hold on, you get your calendar here, dude. I mean, can't get away with that calendar. There you are. All right. Next question, yes.
Hi, this is maybe a little bit of a left field question, but I always really liked the music concerts in Robotech. And earlier this year, I saw Hatsune Miku, the Vocaloid, in concert, and all I could think of is how much better it would have been if it had been a Robotech concert. So now that the technology could almost sort of make this happen, is there any chance we might be seeing a Robotech world tour, music-wise? Do you remember Love tour?
We will, that's a great idea. Yep. We will take it under consideration, my friend. How's that sound?
All right, that's all I was asking.
We have been talking a lot about music, though, just so you know.
Okay.
I am out of prizes. Did you get a poster?
Yeah, I got a poster.
Okay, all right.
I know we're running you guys late, so I'll ask a shorter question than I had intended. And this is perhaps for the apparel line, I don't know. For the last 5 years, my brother-in-law has sent me on a vain quest to find a poster of the old SDF-1. Is there any chance we could get it on the, like silk screened canvases?
Definitely.
Yes!
Thank you so much.
All right. Last question, sir.
I'm the last question.
Yeah!
80s tees, you're out of XL online, I can't get it.
They're
also out of medium?
We will be launching a version 2 of that. It actually will be a little bit different. There'll be slight modifications to the artwork and also details on the garment, so you will see another version, and you gotta get them quick, because those babies go fast, I'm telling you.
And the other one, I know you can't talk about the movie, but can you give us any hint on casting for the live action?
Casting, okay. Here's why we can't give you on casting. Let me explain, folks, let me explain. You know, folks, if I were to say I would like to see blank actor play blank role in the live-action Robotech movie, it's going to be tweeted out today at San Diego Comic-Con. Kevin McKeever announced that blank actor will be playing blank role in the live-action Robotech movie. Henceforth, I cannot speculate, neither can anyone on this panel speculate about that. But folks, you all have been a wonderful audience.
You sure
Thank
have.
you to our awesome partners here at ACs.